Good afternoon. Rio Rancho police are releasing new details about the deadly shooting of one of its officers and the suspect, Andrew Romero. It gives us a pretty clear picture of why they believe Romero gunned down Officer Gregg Benner during a traffic stop last night. Now, this is video from just 20 minutes ago. Our crews captured state police taking Romero from the station in Albuquerque off to jail in Sandoval County. News 13's Alex Goldsmith is live at the scene of last night's shooting near Southern and 528 with the latest. Alex.
Kim, the police tape is up and a memorial is set up where Officer Gregg Nigel Benner made the traffic stop that cost him his life.
It impacts us, and it'll hit us close to home as we move forward.
Rio Rancho police say Officer Benner pulled over a Dodge Durango near Southern and Pine Tree a little after 8. After talking with a female driver and passenger, identified by police as Andrew Romero, the pair drove off. Benner pulled them over again in front of the library here. When the officer got to the driver's side, investigators say Romero reached around the driver and shot Benner several times. Police say Romero kicked the woman out and fled in the SUV. Despite quick help from citizens, fellow officers and paramedics, Officer Benner died at the hospital.
Those people are definitely heroes in our eyes. The efforts at the scene were amazing. It was unfortunate that the injuries were so severe.
Romero didn't get far. Early this morning, police tracked Romero down and were watching as he and 2 others robbed a gas station in the South Valley and then arrested him. Romero is a career criminal with manslaughter and convictions for robbery, burglary, car theft, drug dealing. He had warrants out for his arrest, accused of robbing at least 8 stores over the past few months. Now, police believe they have the gun that was used to kill Officer Benner, but they don't have the Dodge Durango that Romero's accused of shooting Officer Benner from. Benner is the 3rd Rio Rancho police officer killed in the line of duty in the past 8 years. The other 2 died in crashes. That department, by the way, only has 160 officers. Back to you, Kim.
Okay, thanks, Alex. And the news of Benner's murder is rocking, obviously, that small Rio Rancho Police Department. Today, his friends and colleagues are remembering the 49-year-old as a hard worker with the energy of a 21-year-old. News 13's Candace Hopkins is live outside the Rio Rancho Police Department with more on that.
Hi, Kim. Yes, this community is in absolute shock over the murder of Officer Benner. He had 20-plus years in the Air Force before retiring and starting his 2nd career as a police officer. He'd been with the Rio Rancho Department for 4 years. He leaves behind a wife, 5 kids, a grandson, and he had more grandkids on the way. Earlier today, we spoke with neighbors who said he was not only a dedicated police officer, but also a dependable neighbor, someone who always offered a smile, a kind word, or a helping hand when needed. They say he and his wife hadn't lived in the neighborhood long, but quickly became part of their inner circle. I also spoke with a Circle K clerk who saw Officer Benner every day for the past several years.
He's a good guy. I've been here close to 6 years, and he's been in here every day. He always came in, we talked. That was our routine every day.
He's kind. He would always wave to me on his way to work or coming home from work. And I felt safe, being honest, with him living over there.
There's a Wells Fargo Memorial Fund set up for the Benner family for anyone who would like to contribute. And the community is also invited to pay their respects tonight at a candlelight vigil. It actually starts at 8 p.m. at Haynes Park. Back to you, Kim.
Okay, thanks, Candace. Now, the murder of Officer Benner is even hitting those who didn't know him personally. Residents have been stopping by the shooting scene to leave flowers, cards, and pay their respects. Many others are driving by the scene in disbelief.
Just kind of sad that this would happen. I mean, I know they're just trying to do their jobs.
To hear those things in Rio Rancho, it's sad. It's sad.
There's a lot of negativity that surrounds the police force and the shootings and stuff like that, and you see it online, you hear it from people, you know, and I don't think our police force feels supported by a lot of the citizens. You know, I live here and I raised my son here, and it's horrible to see that something as trivial as, you know, a traffic stop results in someone losing their life.
Officer Benner is the only Rio Rancho officer to ever be shot and killed in the line of duty since Rio Rancho became a city in 1981. Our teams are working to learn more about Officer Benner and what happened last night. Stay with KRQE News 13 both on air and online for the very latest. You can also get notifications of big developments on this story on our KRQE app.